Me. Lol. That's fun, isn't it? Let me download that previous stream so I can actually get the footage from the F1 video that we recorded so far. The weird thing about all of the blue screens and issues is that it's just random. It's not like it does it when the machine is under stress or when temperatures spike, or there's no pattern to it. It just shits itself. So it is what it is. We shall deal with it after Christmas and in the new year. It's fine, Jamie, because the footage, because I'm streaming live, the footage is all recorded on Twitch anyway, so I could just download the stream. That side of it's not a problem. It's just the frustration of having to stop and start again. In terms of actual recorded footage, it doesn't actually make that much difference. It's just annoying more so than anything else. Inconvenient. Well, let's start a prediction then for the Grand Prix, shall we? I was in the process of saying, where will I finish? P5 or higher? P6 or lower? You have 2 minutes to... Actually, I'll make it 5. You have 5 minutes to have your prediction. Off you pop. Have your prediction. It is just quite simply random. Oh, I thought for a minute it happened again, but it's only because the Xbox was doing something. Oh, go brown. Right, we have our strategy. We know what we want to do. We know what's around us. So, let's just go and do it, shall we? Szoboszlai, Endo, Curtis Jones, Liverpool's midfield. Salah, Gakpo, Diaz, the front three. Alisson in goal. Trent, Konate, Van Dijk, and Tsimikas. Darwin Nunez dropped to the bench for this one. Arsenal line up as follows. David Raya gets the nod between the sticks. Fullback of Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Zinchenko. Then a midfield of Ødegaard, Rice, and Havertz. Swiftly followed by Bukayo Saka, Gabby Martinelli, and Gabby Jesus. So Arsenal lining up as you would expect. Perhaps a surprise not to see Darwin Nunez in the starting lineup for Liverpool, but other than that, as you'd expect them to be as well, I guess. Well, no, Curtis Jones probably not in the starting lineup. They've got a couple of injuries, haven't they, Liverpool? Right. Off we pop then. Formation lap. Warm the old rubber circles up.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice starts. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down. Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Thankfully, Thankfully, Sainz next to me is on mediums. So yes, we've got a Ferrari with us, but that Ferrari should be slightly slower. Just switch that to the multi-stream. Bear with, so I can see both chats. I think it's just Bob that's chatting on YouTube at the minute, but appreciate those of you that are viewing on YouTube. One of them's probably Jamie as well, to be fair. Right, tyres warm. Ferrari inside me, apparently. And 0.2. We're on softs, a number around us on mediums, hoping to make some ground in the first few laps before then hoping to cling on to that ground when my softs start to go off. Hulkenberg with a terrible start has offered up a bit of a gap, and we will utilise that gap and then get round the outside. That is a dream start. That could not have gone any better. P18 to P13 by the end of the first two corners. That is a 6th place start. And now we're right with Max Verstappen, who's also on softs, who hopefully we can follow through the pack. Oh, mate, that couldn't have gone any better. That really couldn't have gone any better. Hulkenberg getting a slow start is what triggered all of that. Up the inside of Max Verstappen here as they go all single file. We lean on our downforce around the outside to then have the inside line for the next right-hander. And keep the place, hopefully. Run Max out a bit. There we go. Position assured, P12.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
The start was fine. Fine. Telling me 6 places on lap 1 isn't exceptional. That's just fine, is it? Suit yourself. No, I don't like that Arsenal kit either. Free kick for them in a decent position though. Erdegar on it. 1-0 Arsenal. Gabriel. Inside 4 minutes. Bada bing, bada boom. The league leaders lead. Le Bosch. Yeah, I can well imagine, Leone. We were commenting on it throughout the day as it went on. Valtteri's holding up a couple of people in front, which is going to make this DRS train back up. Piastri's dropped to 10th. Although he had a penalty as well, didn't he? I forgot about that. Lando Norris leads. Charles Leclerc second. Lewis Hamilton's lost a couple of positions. Or a position, maybe two to his teammate. Oh no, George is back here, isn't he? So yeah. Lewis down to P3. And holding up a bit of a train at the minute. I wonder whether Lewis has damage at all. Could make a lunge for K-Mag here. We will make a lunge for K-Mag here. Lean on the aero and the softer rubber. That's P11. Nearly into the points.
Nice move. Good job.
Long way to go though. Still only lap 3 of 70. Sorry, still only lap 2 of 71. I've got to check and see if Lewis has damage. No visual damage on that Mercedes. Maybe some floor, perhaps? Oh, no, he's on hard tyres. That's what it is. I've just noticed he's on hard tyres. Lewis on hards. Someone's boxed already. Daniel for a front wing after colliding with George Russell. But Lewis, the gap is growing to Lewis because he's on hard tyres, not for any reason regarding damage at all.
We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead.
That'll be why.
DRS zone.
We can DRS now.
Okay,
Try and make some more moves. Let's get the job done. All I asked in return... you know what makes it worse? You gave the lads chocolates for Christmas yesterday. All you ask in return is they put in a performance to be proud of, and you lost 6-0. Yeah. That didn't go well, huh? At least Bournemouth won, though, eh? Swings and roundabouts. Bottas P8 currently, but Alex Albon rather keen on getting past him. As am I on Piastri at the minute. Might try the old up the inside here move on him as well, which we have done. It's P10. Piastri on mediums. Oh, Bottas is on hards as well. So he too is playing the long game. But because he's able to keep up with those in front, this is actually really helping Valtteri. As it stands right now, with him on the hards and able to stay in the DRS train, Valtteri might be on for a very good finish at the end of this race. The longer he stays in DRS, the better chance he has of getting a good result and points for the team.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Thanks, mate. I'm aware of that already. We're going to slow each other right up here. Contact as well between Valtteri and Alex. I had to get out the throttle there. Otherwise I was going into the back of my teammate, and Piastri very nearly going into the back of me. Albon through. We hope to be the next one through on our teammate. We would call team orders, but if we're completely honest, at the moment it would cause more harm than good because Valtteri would lose more than one position, but
That looked bad. Are you alright?
I didn't quite time that right, did I? No, I didn't. You see what I was trying to do? That same move again. Valtteri broke very early there, actually. Valtteri's braking here already, whereas I'm not even on the brake pedal yet. So that happened. I won't make the overtake now. See, he broke later that time. Typical.
Okay, Leclerc's just set the fastest lap of the race so far.
Do I go for it? I might do. A lunge up the inside of Valtteri, just like we did to Lewis Hamilton in the sprint race. Gets us up into P9. Within DRS range of Albon in front as well, although only just. Valtteri's coming, but I'm just going to burn battery here. He does the right thing. Stays behind, holds position. That's just what's going to work out best for the both of us. And now we're off to try and make some more positions. Still, everybody's stuck behind Lewis. Alonso and Ocon have made their way through. There might be Gasly actually up there. Trying to drag Bottas with me here. Fuel is good so far. Might try and undercut as well on a number of these guys. Look at the gap. Lando and Charles are well and truly gone. I think P3 might be the best we can achieve today. Tyres are warm, but not too hot. Alright, sitting where I am for the time being. They're kind of breaking off into 2x2 now. And then ending in R3. But Tsunoda's dropping on Perez. Able to get it back though, it's annoying. Alex is going to go defensive here on me. I'll try and run the outside, but I've got to be sure I don't run into the back of Yuki, which we managed to avoid doing. It's P8, although it might only be for now, because Alex will come back at us here. I'm going to have to burn, 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 and by doing so we're able to keep the position. Okay, P8, Yuki next. Yuki does have DRS. Is he going to go defensive? He's not.
Okay, so
Lunge, hello. Hamilton and Perez getting side by side as Checo looks to make the move on the Mercedes. Yuki's coming back at me and will take the place. And Alex Albon's got a run off turn 3 as well. And Albon's going for it now. They're still slow in front. Albon's stuck to me, but after all of that, we stay P8. Can I get around the outside of Yuki here? No. You know what I want to do? I'm going to do it. P7. Checo on mediums, Lewis on hards. So not going to be too long now before their tyres start to be the better option compared to our own. So we kind of need to get these two moves done sooner rather than later as well if we can. A safety car at any point would be fantastic in terms of closing the gaps back up. They will open up again, however, if I continue to do that. No idea where that snap came from. Felt like I drove that the same way I always do. We'll hold on to the position ahead of Yuki. Pull back in front. Yeah, Arsenal still 1-0 up. It'd be a huge result for Arsenal to get a win at Anfield. They've not won there for, what, 10 years? When was the last time Arsenal won at Anfield in a Premier League game? ...2012 was the last time. Wow.
Yellow flag.
That's in front. That's an Alpine. Gasly retiring. Gasly's out. That's a free position. That's P6 for us now.
Okay, clear.
No VSC or safety car for that. He's just pulled off. We'll take it. P6. Thank you, Pierre. Now Fernando Alonso's just on his own in a third place podium position.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
I'm going to save my battery because there's going to be yellow flags into turn 1. Fucking hell, Sergio.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
I'm braking so early there. I know it's a yellow flag, but the yellow flag is around the corner. Like the potential threat is around the corner. Fucking hell. Lewis going for it. Going to put each other offline and slow. Contacts between the two. Checo on the inside line. It's really tight through here. Lewis maybe going for a switch back. No, not able to do it. That's Checo past Lewis Hamilton now, and hopefully it'll be me past Lewis Hamilton in the not too distant future as well. This is one of my favourite moves in the whole calendar the old dive up the inside here, but we're not close enough to pull it off this time around. We're getting to the point now where my tyres are going to be close to, if not already past, 25%. And look at Sergio Perez just disappear. My rears are past 25%, so we're going to have to be really careful with putting down the power now. We're going to pit lap 21 and hope that we can make some moves before the end of the race. That was poor. We've got Tsunoda over a second behind now, so I don't feel like we're at threat from back there anymore. Currently P6. With a lot of strategy ahead of us. I wonder if Lewis is trying to one-stop this. You can't surely one-stop around here. I mean, you could try. We're going to try and do 30 laps on our mediums. If we can do 30 laps on mediums, there's no reason you can't do 40 laps on hards. I'll ask about Lewis when we're on the way up the hill. See what they say about his current pit strategy. Careful on the throttle, Ches.
It's Hamilton ahead. Less than a second separates you.
No DRS for Lewis.
Their tyres are 13 laps old.
Okay, two stops
remaining. Two stops remaining. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 12.7.
It's got more grip than me now. Lewis has got a lot more grip than me now. And there will come a time not too far down the line where he'll have more grip than Checo as well. With gapping tremendously the AlphaTauri and Williams behind, but we should be expected to do so, really, given the competitiveness of the car. We're only really as high as we are because of penalties to other drivers. Verstappen had a pen, Russell had a pen, Piastri had a pen, Sainz had a pen. That's a number of other drivers that would ordinarily, I think, at this difficulty have been in front of us. So, whilst yes, this is a test of 105, it's not a true test because there are a number of cars displaced on the grid currently, or in the pecking order at the moment. Kind of stuck at the moment. Not got the tyre wear to attack, but equally, because of DRS and ERS, I'm able to stay within touching distance. I'm expecting some of them in around about lap 19. They wanted to... The default strategy for soft, medium was 19 laps on the first set of softs and then a really long middle stint, which made no sense whatsoever, really. Because as soon as we edited it, it said we gained about 6 or 7 seconds. So, really peculiar. Maybe it needs a tweak from the dev team, I don't know. Thankfully, Checo's not getting too far ahead. Lewis has seen that coming before. But wasn't able to deal with it in the sprint race and hasn't been able to deal with it here either. 7 seconds to Alonso. And then probably another 7 or so to Leclerc and Norris. Or should I say Norris and Leclerc. Going in down the track. Because Leclerc now leads.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
Yes, I know.
Make use of the overtake button.
Get past? He's 1.8 seconds down the road, pal. What do you mean, get past? What are you talking about? Valtteri's in the pits at the end of lap 17. That's an early stop. And he's the first of anybody else to come in. So he will come out P18 right now. Daniel Ricciardo is running dead last by a long way.
Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Quite happy with that. Bonjour, my guy. How are you, dude? Merry Christmas, my man. Hope you're good, pal. Ah! I've managed more of Brazil in this race than I did in the Creator Series. Appreciate it, dude. Good to hear you're well, my man. Struggled to get my words up there. I was concentrating so hard. Nearly binned it.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.9 seconds.
Right, so some more have pit now as well because Albon and Yuki have dipped from behind because it now goes Piastri, then Verstappen, and thank the Lord Lewis is in on this lap. Lewis boxing because he was about to take me there. I think they're using a lot of their battery now. I will probably pit this lap to cover for Lewis actually, rather than go all the way to 21. We will box this lap on lap 20 and try and not get undercut too much by Lewis Hamilton. I'm intrigued to know what he goes to next. He started on the hards. Is he going softs, then mediums, or hard, soft, soft, or what? We're going soft, medium, soft. That's the plan currently. And we will be executing that plan in half a lap's time. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 1, Mo Salah. Have a look. Up against Zinchenko, beats him, and then it's simple finesse from there. Yep, shot power too high. Someone said to put a bid on, or not a bid, a bet on Salah to score today. It's just what he does, isn't it? It's what he does. Hopefully, Perez stays out. I'll be curious to know
Perez ahead. Okay,
if he's on a 1 or a 2 stopper.
2.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 19 laps old. We think they've got one more.
Yeah. Checo is 1 stopping.
13.0. You're losing around 7/10 a lap at this pace.
Balls. Checo's 1 stopping. In we come then. Softs off, mediums on, yellow flag, Ferrari retiring. Carlos Sainz is going to retire. I presume that is just engine failure rather than contact between the Ferrari and the Mercedes. Yeah. That is pop. That is Carlos Sainz out of the Brazilian Grand Prix. We're into the box. Don't think there's going to be a safety car or VSC for that.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job from you.
There probably should be in real life, but that is us in the pits and out of the pits.
1 stop to go. Just 1 stop left in this strategy.
We're going to try and take these mediums a long way now. So we're going to try and look after them in the opening stages. There is Lewis. Hold on, Ches. Who's that? Albon. Do I? Probably not. He's on fresh softs, to be fair. Lewis has gone mediums. So we know Lewis is 2 stopping. So he's gone hard medium. So Lewis Hamilton will go softs at the end. As will we. And now ourselves and Lewis are on the exact same strategy. It's just that we used softs first. He used hards first. But Checo 1 stopping is intriguing. And I imagine he'll go medium hard. Unless he takes those mediums a very long way. And then tries to take the softs just as long. When are we stopping? Oh, he just went past it. It says lap 51. We want to take this set of tyres 32 laps. Good luck. Yeah, it was poor from Zinchenko for Salah's goal there, 100%. Millie's happy though, as a Liverpool fan, evidently.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Curiously, Albon's gone soft, but Tsunoda hasn't. Tsunoda's gone soft medium. Bottas has gone hard medium. So we're probably on the same strategy as our teammate now. Lewis is pulling away a little bit here, which is not really what we can afford to let happen. I need to get past Alex Albon sooner rather than later. Lewis set the fastest lap of the race. Then Alexander Albon set the fastest lap of the race. I don't think there was much between the three of us there as that went through. Lewis did a 1:11.175. I did a 1:11.175. Wow. And Albon did a 1:11.148. Myself and Lewis putting in the exact same lap time that time around. Is Joe Gomez... Who's coming off? Joe Gomez coming on? Joe Gomez coming on, but who for? Someone pick up a knock or an injury. Samikas off, injured presumably, not a tactical decision. Hello Alex, I'd like P9 back please. I'm going to go really aggressive. He went defensive, I've gone even more aggressive. We'll get the job done. P9. Now we're after Lewis again.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
Got tackled off balance and took Klopp out, lol. Lewis got DRS on K-Mag now.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.5 seconds.
Purple middle sector as the fuel burns off. I really could have underfueled for this. We started with like 0.8 laps worth of extra fuel. We've now got 1.3 laps worth of extra fuel. Lewis into P7 ahead of K-Mag.
Increasing our gap on the car behind by around
Hopefully
a
they
lap.
hold each other up a little bit. They haven't really. Lewis is through. Now we're after Kevin. I think the front four are all one-stopping. I think Charles, Lando, Fernando and Sergio are all one-stopping. You said quick lap by Piastri. Did you just take the fastest lap of the race? Oof, yeah, he did. 1:10.7. Jeez! Kevin is really struggling. We just took a second out of him in 3 corners. Oh, he's really struggling. Hi, Kev. Bye, Kev. I can't waste time behind you, Kev. I've got to go, mate. Bye. Lewis now right behind his teammate. Will George make it difficult for him, or will team orders be at play? I presume K-Mag is on a one-stop as well, then.
Magnussen's behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 24 laps old. We think they've got one.
Yeah, a lot of one-stoppers.
The time last lap was a 1 minute 13.8.
A lot of one-stoppers. Russell having a look at someone else, whilst Lewis has a look at the two of them. Russell gets Verstappen. Verstappen now 6th, Hamilton 7th. The 3 of them split by a couple of tenths at most. And then I'm going to arrive on the scene. And I'd certainly like some of this party, please. Verstappen surely can't be on the same softs that he started the race on. He can't be on the same softs as he started the race on, surely. He is. Wow. Max Verstappen going a long way on those softs. He's soft medium one-stopping then. The one-stop's not the one. It just isn't. It's a terrible strategical decision from those that are on it. Lewis going to go for Max here. They'll both have DRS. Might be a wise idea just to let this play out and not get involved in anything around turn 1. Try and pick up some pieces if there are any to be picked up. Didn't do that very smoothly. I tried to nip up the inside of Max. He didn't see me coming and just turned in and took the corner as he normally would. Thankfully, no damage. Max is through. Albon's having a look up my inside now, but I've got the inside line into this right-hander. But my God, that straight line speed was something, wasn't it?
Okay, we lost the position.
We've got it back again, though. Right, we're going to use our favourite move on Max Verstappen. Oh, I'm not going to have the chance to. Yeah, I am. Right, come on then. Right, we go for Lewis. I got lucky with that botched move on Max. Very lucky. Lewis not yet past George, but it won't be long. George also on a one-stopper. And Mercedes will be past Mercedes by the time we get to turn 1, you imagine. Lewis going round the outside. Albon's past Verstappen now as well. Albon on fresher tyres though, obviously. That's a shame for Oscar Piastri. It's great for me, though. And great for Valtteri as well, who's just got past him. Russell having a go back at Lewis here. Not able to get it done. It's going to bring them both within touching distance of me. And with the middle sector to come, we should get even closer. Hi George, guess what I'm going to do to you, mate?
Overtake button and see what you can do.
And we are, oh, not quite within DRS range of Lewis. Close, but not quite. I got too hasty. I thought maybe with a good exit, and then I ballsed it up because I got too excited, too impatient. Slams my foot to the floor and just went sideways, not forwards. We'll try that again next lap. Fucking curb. It cost me again. That's so annoying.
Gap to your teammate behind is 6.0 seconds.
Save my battery for next lap. That gap to Sergio is just going to tumble. Those front four are still yet to make their first stop. I just can't quite get within touching distance to Lewis. He's holding me at bay very well at the moment. Needs to have a good lap to try and close that gap. We're closing in on half race distance. Bottas also ahead of Verstappen now. Wow. Those softs are so dead. I don't think they've stopped it, has he, Max? Max has done... I mean, bear in mind, in the sprint race, we were very much light on fuel, and the tyres were absolutely gone by lap 24. Max has now taken his soft tyres with a full fuel load, 32 laps. Insane decision. The one stop is never going to be an option around here. We're within DRS of Lewis, if I can not mess up the last corner again. Never mind. I didn't mess it up. He just took it perfectly. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it's pretty relentless, isn't it, Daniel? For controller players, Brazil. Hey Sid, welcome back, mate. Thanks for the follow, Ficky and Dead Warrior. Dead or Dread? Dread Warrior. Appreciate it, boys. Right, just DRS on Lewis for the first time since the pit stops 10 laps ago. Now we start to reel him in. And look, there's Sergio. Still not pit. And now lost an entire pit stop's worth of time by going as long as he has. There. Well, there goes the gap on Lewis. Fuck my life. Sorry, it was T Bricky, not Tricky. My bad. Alonso boxes.
Starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now.
Fernando Alonso has taken those medium tyres 35 laps and has gone to softs and is now going to attempt to take those softs 36 laps or 37 even. He's going to do a Max Verstappen-esque stint. I just don't see it working. Unless there's a safety car where they can switch off that strategy, I don't see the one-stop being a strategy that is going to work at all for them. Surely. Got myself on the grass there like an idiot, not concentrating properly. Cost me half a second. Lewis now within DRS range of Checo as well. We're going to have to hope that they hold each other up around turn 1. Otherwise Lewis is gone again. Tyres very nearly at 25% for me now. We're not even halfway through this stint yet. Oh no, wait, we pit lap 20, didn't we? Yeah, we're halfway through this stint. I was thinking we pit lap 24, but that was just the sprint race. We pit lap 20. We're going to lap 51, so we're halfway through this stint. Valtteri stopping again. Not sure where from. George Russell sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:10 flat. Checo won't be long for the pits, I'm sure. Oh my god, you're so slow. That's P4. $18 seconds to Lando and Charles Leclerc. 18. I mean, that will come down. They still haven't pit yet. Checo now has from directly behind us. I don't think either Lewis or myself are going to be able to finish in the front two. We're kind of battling it out with Fernando Alonso now and Sergio Perez to see who's going to get that third place spot on the podium. Bottas pit from 8th, is he? It was 8th he was in. Go on, lad. Double Alfa Romeo points would be huge, especially if I can finish ahead of Alonso. %, now on the fronts of these mediums. Half time in the Liverpool-Arsenal game. Should have dropped to 4th. Idiot. Plus your 10th. And more. Lando's in, Leclerc is not. Lando Norris looking for the undercut to try and take the lead of the Grand Prix. Lewis is able to maintain the gap just outside DRS range from me. Lando has gone softs.
The Alfa Romeo driver's stopping now.
No, he's not. He's in a McLaren, Jeff. It's not Jeff, it's Mark, isn't it? So Lando and Fernando now going to be both behind us on fresh softs. Elbows out time. But not so much so that Lewis gets away. Expecting Leclerc to be in this lap. If I have to cede position to hopefully take it back later, then that's fine by me. If it means we keep Lewis within touching distance as well. He's our direct strategical rival at the moment. Leclerc is in as expected. And Lewis too? Lewis must be mediuming then, surely. I'm going to try and hang on to the DRS off the back of Fernando and Lando, though. And that will help me no end, surely, to overcut Lewis Hamilton, who he has gone soft tyres. But he's going to try and take those soft tyres 32 laps. Lando comes through. His tyres are even more so fresher than Alonso's. Alonso's tyres are about 5 laps fresher than mine. Norris's are about 15 laps fresher than mine. No, 10 laps fresher than mine. So no surprise. No, more 15. We put 15 plus. We put these on lap 20, didn't we? So Lando's tyres are like 18 laps fresher than mine. So no surprise that he's just dipped and disappeared. Now I've got Charles Leclerc closing me down behind as well.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.6 seconds.
I'm worried about a massive undercut, but at the same time, I have to be worried about pitting. There are two things on my mind. I either pit where we want to and do a 20 lap stint on softs and hope that those that have pit this early are just deathly slow by the end, with their tyres being 10 laps more worn than mine. Or we know from the sprint race that the soft tyres will go 24 laps. So I could dip on lap 47 rather than 51 and then try and take the tyres the same length as a sprint race and pit a little bit earlier and try and minimalise, well not minimalise, but try and not lose quite so much time with the undercut to those that have pit this early for their softs. I'm torn at the moment. I don't know whether to pit 51 or 47. And only time will tell. I'm sure chat will have a strong choice, strong decision to be made, strong influence on the decision that is ultimately made. Traffic definitely behind could be a factor, but we would have such a tyre offset, the traffic wouldn't really be an issue, I don't think. I hope not, anyway. Perez and Russell behind also aren't pitting again. So at the moment it says they'll come out 12th. But I don't think we come out that low down at the moment if I pit now. Obviously I'm not going to pit now. Playing a longer game to have fresher tyres at the end.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 3.6 seconds.
Nope, 3.8.
Gap to your teammate behind is 23.0 seconds.
Chat, when would you pit? Given those in front, given the fact that nobody else around us is going to pit again, those in front are just going to get further away at the moment. Those behind are just going to get closer at the moment. But leaving it longer might still be the better play to have such a tyre offset at the end of the race that we're able to haul them back in again. I don't know what's for the best. My current tyres are 32 to 34% worn. No, lap 60 is too late. 51 would be the latest I'd pit. We boxed on lap 20.
And gap to the car in front is 7.0 seconds.
These sides have done 24 laps. Already, gaps are kind of stabilising. He has. The front three are right with each other. Alonso, Leclerc and Lando all right with each other. Of course, the Aston Martin is on paper the fastest car as well. And if they're all fighting up front, they're going to take time off one another, aren't they? Front three. Cheese said 47 to 48. Ad says 48. Lewis has just taken his teammate. That's crucial information. Reckons I'll come out 13th now when I pit. Ultimately, I need to come out in front of that group. Where the Alpine and the Williams are. And where Piastri is. And my teammate, as it happens. I want to come out in front of them. And I think the longer I stay out now, the more likely I am of coming coming out the pits in front of them. I think I'm going to box this lap. I am. I'm going to box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
For soft tyres. And then it's just who's got the pace to the end. In we come. I want to come out in front of the Williams. I really want to come out in front of Albon, but I don't think I'm going to get the chance to. I think I'm going to come out in that traffic.
Okay, let's go now.
Good quick stop.
That's a fantastic stop. Faster than we were
Oh, we need to get out now.
Pit strategy complete.
Don't put it in the wall.
These tyres through to the end now.
Put it in the wall. Coming out the pits. Oh, that's close. We've made the right decision with the pit stop. One lap later, and we'd have had all of this traffic to get through. Now we don't. Oh my God, what a call. That was, similarly to Mexico, some of the closest calls from pit stops we've ever seen in terms of getting it right with traffic. In the last race, it was thanks to Badger. In this race, we've done it with ourselves and chat. Right, we've come out in P8 then. Now the question is, how many positions can we get back with these fresh tyres?
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Russell's 10 seconds, which means Perez is 10.2, and then Lewis. At the moment,
Okay, gap ahead is 4.
we're just wondering, can we make it back to
Our gap
fourth?
behind is 1.8 seconds. Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake.
This should be
button.
fastest lap for us, I hope. Anyway, I'm going to use a lot of battery to try and get it after a purple middle sector. There it is, 109.5. We should hold that to the end of the race now, unless there's a safety car or any unexpected pit stops. So much extra fuel. DRS off max now as well. We might even set another fastest lap as the fuel burns off. We do 109.3. Max is knackered. Max is just straight up had it, as he was last time we caught him.
Okay,
Quick in a straight line though, regardless of tyre wear, they are still very, very fast in a straight line. And they are not through the corners. Oh, I'm losing time here. I'm going to go all the way around the outside of Max if I can. Which we have done. That's a move and a half. Bye, Max. I'm after Perez and Russell.
Good job. Nice overtake.
I enjoyed that one. Not very often Max Verstappen gets overtaken at all, let alone like that. Bye, mate. Still 21 laps to go as we cross the line. Don't even know if Checo and George are holding each other up. And Checo might just be dragging George along. He says that as George then goes for a move. And they hold each other up by about half a second. Thanks, lads. Hello. Hiya. Hit me within DRS range. I can't, because Checo's there. Now's where I'm losing time. Verstappen's in the box. Verstappen will take my fastest lap of the race then. That's annoying. I need to get past these two sharpish if I stand any chance of catching Hamilton. Try the same move on Checo that I did on Verstappen. It's probably not going to work anywhere near as well. It didn't work as well, but it has worked, and that's the most important thing. And then George is next. Okay, more pitters then. Valtteri's in the box as well. George is coming. My God, the gap to the front three is 20 seconds. Is it Qatar all over again, or are we getting too carried away? The fact that they're all going to be getting DRS off one another is probably it's probably getting carried away if we think we're closing that 20-second gap, surely. Unless they just fight and fight and fight, because there is a win on the line, in which case we might catch them. Just taking a second out of them in the middle sector. If I can do that every lap. And they are fighting, as you can see. Lando just dropped into P3 now. and they're lapping traffic. Is a win maybe on the cards here? We will have this tyre advantage for the entirety of the rest of the race. My tyres are 15% right now. I don't know whether Max boxed for hards or soft. Max boxed for... Valtteri went to soft. Max Verstappen went to hards. So I might keep my fastest lap, although my teammate might take it off me. Only the one pit for damage, though, in the whole race so far, so... Fared it off, like, fared it off.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.6 seconds.
If I can remain mistake-free, we might stand a chance of a podium. But I'm going to have to be mistake-free. He says, as he makes a mistake. Bumholes. Alonso's getting away. Just noticed. As they come through the traffic, depending on where they get to it and how they get to it, could determine what happens with those front three. I might have gained by as much as I did last lap, or a couple of laps ago, because of them coming through traffic. Should have DRS here, I think, just by a few milliseconds. Indeed we do. So we boxed on lap 46. So these tyres have now done 10 laps. Just said they're on old softs. He didn't actually tell me how old Lewis's softs were. So I don't know what sort of tyre advantage I have on him. I'll ask again. Hopefully they tell me this time. 17. So I have a 7-lap tyre advantage on Lewis Hamilton and an even bigger tyre advantage on those in front of Lewis Hamilton. We will definitely finish ahead of Lewis. Tyre wear was his undoing in Mexico. Tyre wear is going to be his undoing in Brazil as well, but I can't get impatient, make any mistakes and lose a front wing or a tyre in the process. I'm going to concentrate and try and do this properly.
It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
And that could be now. It wasn't the greatest of runs through Yunsao at all, but DRS, ERS, P4, please. Well, Lewis went deep, running side by side. He'll now have DRS for this bit. 13 seconds in front. Lewis is just... Lewis will be P4 again in a moment. Can't afford this, Lewis. Losing time now. too much of it.
Nice move. Good job.
Just going to burn to try and stay in front. I need to stay in front. I'm going to stay in front. Okay. 12.5 laps to try and get past, or close and get past 3 more cars. They are stuck in traffic at the minute, or at least encountering traffic, and Lando lost a lot of time there. Still 1-1 between Liverpool and Arsenal after an hour. Gap to Leclerc and Alonso is actually growing. Hopefully come down through the middle sector though. I don't think they're going to catch the Haas either. I think he's pit and is just gapping them. (26 to 28% all round the tyres). There's going to be 10% more than that. Alonso and Leclerc still battling for the lead, which has brought Lando back to them and closed us in even more. I'm looking at the top left as much as I'm looking at what's in front of me at the moment.
The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
10 laps.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 8.9 seconds.
Fuck. That's your first warning sign. Rear tyres, not happy. Some well-timed DRS off the back of Daniel Ricciardo would be lovely. All the way from the bottom of the hill to the first corner. That would be perfect. Don't think I'm going to get it though.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 7.3 seconds.
Seven laps to go, 7 seconds to a podium. I think I might catch Daniel at the wrong point here. Please just let me through smoothly, Daniel. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you. Shame we didn't get any DRS, but that's the luck of the draw. They caught him at the bottom, at the middle sector as well, so. Six laps, 6 seconds. No mistakes, come on. No mistakes. Five laps, 5 seconds.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Leclerc has pieced out.
The car in front is 4.9 seconds.
Gap to Charles Leclerc from Alonso is growing now. Four laps, 4 seconds, but I'm running out of VRS. And Bottas is in 11th.
Gap to your teammate behind is 31.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 9th place.
9th, go on Valtteri.
That was a 1:11.8.
Valtteri P9 right now. Double points finish for Aston Martin on the board. Well, with Fernando in P2. For Aston Martin. Double points finish for Alfa Romeo on the board. But with Fernando Alonso in P2, Aston Martin is still going to extend their gap over us in the constructors, annoyingly.
5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Three laps, 3.3 seconds.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done. But be aware, these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Can physically see him now.
Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
No more safety cars. Or no more chance of safety cars as the tyres are at
Okay, gap ahead is
42% wear. This is it to the end. We either get a podium or we don't. Two laps, 2.5 seconds. It's a big ask. We'll try. They're about to catch a Haas. At least Charles Leclerc is about to catch a Haas. Is that a late curveball here? Not just for me and Lando, but for everybody in front of him as well. Leclerc has passed him. One lap, 1.2 seconds. I think I'm going to be in a position where I needed one more lap. Or 2 more laps at most. Oh, mate. We have driven so hard to stand a chance here. But I don't think it's going to be enough. See what we can do in the middle sector to maybe have a DRS run to the line. Annoyingly, Lando is going to get DRS off the Haas. Not, oh no, I don't think he did actually. But ultimately, it's not going to matter. We finished a second off a podium. We gave it everything in that final stint. Absolutely everything. My thumb is a mess, but it's a P4 finish. Driver of the day. P18 to P4, helped no end by that phenomenal opening 2 or 3 laps. Then strategy came into play. The only reason we were able to close in on those front 3 is because of their highly inoptimal strategy. There was George also 1 stop, terrible strategy. Perez 1 stop, terrible strategy. Bottas finishes P9 in the end, so gets points for the team. But I think 105 might be about right for now. bearing in mind that I am not going to be anywhere near as competitive at Vegas as I have been at Cota, Mexico, or here in Brazil. That is not my go-to track, to say the least. Performance updates currently see Aston Martin top, Ferrari second, McLaren third, then Red Bull. Mercedes are a long way down in fifth, but look how close it is. Then Alpine and ourselves, but we're hopefully getting a couple of upgrades here. We've got driver acclaim, which is nice. Upgrade to the chassis passes. Upgrade to the DRS maximum slot gap passes, which is going to be huge for Las Vegas. So what's going to happen at the race weekend? What's the weather going to be like? It should be dry in Las Vegas. Cold, yes, but dry, I imagine. Please no mixed weather. Mixed weather for practice only, but dry for the race. Developments completed. You'll love to see it. And the performance index sees us close yet further on those above us. Ourselves and Alpine. Sorry, no, rephrase. Ourselves and Haas close on Alpine. Ferrari take a slight advantage into this one and are now the first fastest team. But we are, in theory, now closer yet still to those front runners. So you can see for the performance index, ourselves, Alpine and Haas, pretty much neck and neck. Slightly behind Mercedes. Then Red Bull, McLaren, Aston Martin and Ferrari are all grouped together. 105 at Las Vegas is going to be intense. Very, very intense. But we might stand the chance of getting some more good points in the next Grand Prix. Don't miss it. Do make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on it, that being ChesnoidPlays. Do come across and subscribe to the YouTube channel on Chesnoid Live to see all of the behind the scenes. Alternatively, feel free to join me on Twitch to see all of the behind the scenes with the streams. But that is going to be all for me for this YouTube video. I very much enjoyed that. My thumb needs a rest. Difficulty up to 105. Let's see how it pans out in Las Vegas and Abu Dhabi, two of my weaker circuits. And we'll see if maybe we need to alter the difficulty yet further, depending on where you vote for me to go next season. That's coming soon too. Hopefully you guys will have a fantastic Christmas. Do enjoy your festive period. If you don't celebrate it, then happy holidays to you instead. And I'll see you in the not too distant future, post-Christmas, to be completely honest. Between Christmas and New Year. That's all from me for now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And stop recording. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. Save that footage. F1 21 Brazil. Well, that was intense, wasn't it, over a sprint weekend? Very much so. Very much so. I enjoyed that a lot. Who else is live that we can send you to right now? Let's have a look. Let's have an old lookaroo. I tell you what, Punju popped in earlier. Let's send you to Punju. Punju popped in to say hello. We'll send you over to Punju. He's currently streaming WRC and having the time of his life, I'm sure. That's all from me for now. I am live tomorrow with something. No recorded aspect tomorrow, purely just us hanging out. Might get the wheel out. We might play some FM. We might do some open lobbies. We might do clubs. We might do all of the above. We might do some Forza as well with the wheel, perhaps. We'll wait and see. Thank you for joining me today, though. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your... whatever today is. Saturday, I think. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I will see you tomorrow for a few more hours of just chill over the Christmas period. See you later.